Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tim, and I love space. I really do. Ever since I was a little kid, I took comfort in knowing that no matter how bad things got down here, I could look up and there was this grand vastness and unimaginable wonder just out there, alive. And the celestial body we see most often is that giant light bulb in the sky, but have you ever really taken a good look at it? No, don't do that. Please, gods, don't do that. Thankfully, you don't have to, because the Solar Dynamics Observatory exists. Scientists at NASA have been working for the last 5 years on the Living with a Star program, what will eventually be a close-up study of the sun in most of, if not all, of its 11-year solar cycle. After sending up the SDO back in February of 2010, it began studying the sun and its magnetic field, and how that field governs certain events like solar winds, radiation, and their effect on our atmosphere some 8.5 light minutes away. To do this, it uses 3 main instruments: an ultraviolet sensor to study changes in radiation patterns and influences on satellite communications, a seismic and magnetic imager to study the interior materials and movements and their effect on the field, and an atmospheric imaging system that takes multiple 4K images per second in 7 different UV spectrums to study the various solar phenomena that happen just above the surface. And the results have been absolutely staggering. After sending back over 1.5 terabytes of data per day for the last 5 years, NASA put out this video showing off a little bit of what they've seen so far. The totals? Some 2,600 terabytes of 200 million of the highest resolution photos possible stitched together in a video that shows off just the smallest tidbit of the spectacular fireworks that go on just over our heads. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our sun. There are many like it out in the coldness of space, but this one is ours. All the life, all the people, everything we have ever known revolves around this, and we know very little about it. I learned a new word today: frisson. It comes from the French word for a shiver. It's a word used to describe that rush of emotion, that uncontrollable wave of tingles and goosebumps. That lump that jumps to your throat when something unfathomably beautiful mixes with something unmistakably profound, and words simply fail to do justice anymore. Something truly, in the oldest sense of the word, awesome. This is how space and our studies and travels through it make me feel. We are studying a body more than 100 times larger than the largest thing that we stand on. Those solar flares we just saw, let's take another look at that. Here's the flare, and here's the Earth. Yeah, holy crap. And what floors me is thinking about how small of the tiniest part of the farthest corner of the galaxy we know anything about. What did we know yesterday? What do we know today? And like Tommy Lee Jones put it,
imagine what you'll know tomorrow.
You can find full versions of this video in multiple resolutions on their main website, as well as other information about the mission and some of the other findings that it's made. And I highly recommend you do so because of the compression rates that YouTube has. I can't show you the full majesty of what you just witnessed. But I don't care. Even if it's a subpar view, I just had to show you. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. And as always, we'll see you next time.